Have you ever thought about living on other planet or even other moon? This isn't pure fantasy. It's based on plausible scientific extrapolations according to current trends. 10,000 years in the future does not mean technological omnipotence. It means a profound understanding of limits. Humanity did not conquer the galaxy. It learned to expand slowly within the limits of physics. 10,000 years in the future, our solar system is a multi-world civilization, is an interconnected civilizational ecosystem. It is not fully terraformed. It is strategically inhabited. Earth it remains the demographic and cultural center. It is the only completely open world, biologically self-sustaining, and with a complex natural biosphere. Its symbolic value has increased over the millennia. Mars is not fully terraformed. It is partially colonized and biologically adapted. Humans had to adapt to the planet's conditions. Mars has 38% less gravity than Earth, which has resulted in Martians becoming taller with slender bones and an optimized muscular system. The atmosphere thickens slightly through the controlled release of trapped CO and industrial production of greenhouse gases, but it remains cold, dry, with low atmospheric pressure, exposed to high radiation. The cities are under multi-layered domes, carved into lava tubes, covered by regolith for radiation protection. The reduced gravity 38% of Earth's led to generations adapted with different bone structures, optimized muscular systems, cardiovascular adjustments. Martian humans are not identical to Earthlings after millennia of adaptation. On Europa, a moon of the planet Jupiter, the ocean laboratory under kilometers of ice was confirmed centuries ago as a complex microbial ecosystem. Strange bioluminescent microbial colonies clinging to the jagged ice ceiling, creating an ethereal underwater cathedral of ice and otherworldly life. Humanity chose not to terraform it. The colonies are located in cavities drilled into the ice, floating stations beneath the crust, sealed laboratories. Europa is a scientific sanctuary. Extraterrestrial life, however simple, redefined universal biology. Inside a high-tech laboratory in Europe, a complex rotating strand of alien DNA is being studied. The intricate double helix, composed of unknown biochemical structures, floats above a sterile containment field, analyzed by sophisticated scanning lasers. Titan, Saturn's largest moon, has not been terraformed. Its atmosphere, rich in nitrogen and methane, is used for energy production, chemical synthesis, and non-aqueous biochemical research. The sky is dense and orange, and it features an icy hydrocarbon plain. The cities on Titan are completely sealed and thermally insulated. The landscape is desolate and frigid. The inhabitants live isolated from the lethal -180 degrees Celsius outside in a clean, sterile and progressive urban environment. And what about interstellar travel? What's possible and what's impossible? The biggest limitation is the speed of light. Nothing with mass can exceed it, and matching it is practically impossible, as it would require infinite energy. Furthermore, time dilation and the risk of collisions with interstellar matter are fundamental obstacles for manned spacecraft. Can black holes be used as shortcuts or portals? Humanity understood that black holes are not highways. They are unstable, energetically uncontrollable, lethal due to extreme tidal forces, cannot be used as portals. One of the actual technologies used is advanced fusion propulsion. It is a controlled deuterium-helium-3 reaction. It achieves a maximum practical speed of 5 to 15% of the speed of light. A trip to Alpha Centauri at that speed takes between 30 and 80 years, depending on the acceleration profile. Another technology involves giant laser sails solar. A network of colossal solar panels is being built near the sun that emit coherent beams. Propel ultralight spacecraft. Accelerate probes to high fractions of the speed of light. These probes precede human missions. The third technology is generation ships closed ecosystems the size of small cities. It's an enormous cylindrical generation ship that floats silently in deep space, with observation domes and docking bays. Inside is a vibrant, self-contained city with imposing structures and lush vegetation, all bathed in soft artificial sunlight. It is a world within a ship. They include vast agricultural biodome, Rows of diverse crops stretch towards a glowing and artificial sun on the ceiling. Water misters create a fine haze over the verdant landscape, and automated farming drones tend to the plants. Total water recycling. Controlled biodiversity. Internal educational systems. This scene highlights the ship's self-sustaining ecosystem designed for centuries-long voyages. Many generations may live on the ship. The people who arrive are not the ones who left. These are long-duration space flights, possibly with metabolic suspension adaptations or cognitive implants for the inhabitants to live in this new world. The fourth technology is deep metabolic suspension. This is not classic cryogenics, as that causes cellular damage. It involves an extreme reduction of metabolism through molecular control, cellular stabilization, and reversible suppression of neuronal activity. This technology allows for travel lasting decades without significant aging. Where will humanity decide to settle? Clearly, we will not choose hostile worlds. Worlds will not be colonized indiscriminately. Total terraforming takes thousands or millions of years. The following will be prioritized: rocky exoplanets in habitable zones, worlds with partially compatible atmospheres, systems with stable energy abundance and water. In initial phases, the following are used: pressurized domes with entire bustling cities inside, complete with green parks and monorails, protected from the rocky, lifeless exterior of the exoplanet, likely hostile to human survival. Subterranean habitats or partially buried cities carved into the rock of an alien world. The city is cavernous, illuminated by artificial sunlight filtering through openings in the roof, where an advanced and self-sufficient society lives. These worlds will be exchange sites between humans inhabiting different parts of the universe. Here, a human adapted to the 0.38 grams gravity of Mars, with a taller, more slender bone structure and an optimized muscular system, and a reference Earth human, representing the origin of the species, meet in a central plaza. Biological adaptation instead of total terraforming. The conclusion is that modifying humans is more efficient than modifying entire planets. Scientists will work on modifying human DNA to suit the habitat of the exoplanet where they will live. The populations adapt to higher radiation, different gravity, different atmospheric composition. The human body will modify its skeletal structure, muscular system, and adapt to radiation and a different atmosphere. These are not new species, but rather regional human variations. The human figures will be distinct. In the center is a reference Earth human, representing the origin of the species, flanked by a taller, thinner human, adapted to Mars's 0.38 grams gravity, with a taller, thinner skeletal structure and an optimized muscular system, and a robust human, adapted for long-duration spaceflight, possibly with metabolic suspension adaptations or cognitive implants. Resources, food, and water on other worlds are not wasted. Nothing is wasted. Everything is recycled. There will be recycling machines and laboratories. Everything will be handled with care and its use optimized. The systems are almost perfectly closed loop, 99.99% water recycling. There will be advanced facilities for recycling this precious element. Food and its nutrients will be optimized. There will be cellular-level agriculture for protein production. Highly photosynthetic microalgae. Artificial ecosystems are carefully balanced to prevent collapse. What will interstellar society be like? Will fragmentation be inevitable? Communication doesn't exceed the speed of light, so it will be very limited between civilizations. Between star systems, communication will be delayed by years or decades. There will be profound isolation. This isolation will lead to political autonomy, cultural divergence, linguistic evolution, new philosophies. There is no galactic empire. Each world will evolve differently, moving away from its terrestrial origins. There exists a dispersed network of human civilizations connected by a shared history. A council could exist with representatives from different human worlds, some connected holographically. It would be a coalition, not an empire. Is there contact with intelligent life? In 10,000 years, no advanced intelligent civilization has been confirmed nearby. But the following was detected: biosignatures, microbial ecosystems, complex prebiotic chemistry. The universe remains practically silent. The Fermi paradox has not been resolved. High estimates of the probability of the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations and the lack of evidence of contact with them. Expanding into space has an extremely high energy cost. The scales are immense. Humanity has learned that it cannot waste energy. There will be energy facilities in every settlement and an efficient recycling system. It cannot expand exponentially forever. It cannot replicate without limits without collapsing ecosystems. Expansion is slow, strategic, and measured. And after millennia on different worlds, are we still human? Some are taller due to the low gravity, others shorter and more robust, others with different skin tones and facial features. Others have altered metabolisms. Others possess permanent cognitive implants. But they share language, ancient history, emotions, narratives, curiosity. Humanity does not dominate the galaxy. It is scattered in small luminous points around distant stars. A curious fact, humanity does not dominate the galaxy. It is scattered in small luminous points around distant stars, tiny bubbles of consciousness in a vast cosmic ocean. In 10,000 years, our presence in the universe will have barely begun.
Enjoyed this video? Please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us create more amazing content. Thank you.